Came from Western Pennsylvania many years ago, 28 years ago. I have lived in this district my whole adult life, 28 years. That's more than I can say for Mr. Bocheri. I came here 28 years with a vision. I came from a blue-collar family, and it was a vision of creating a life for my family, a future. All those things that I'm concerned about today, and we should all be concerned about today too. I had a year ago, there was no idea that I was going to be running for Congress, but I really got tired of some of the things that were going on, and I'm sure all of you feel the exact same way. Here are the reasons I'm running for Congress. It's pretty simple. Number one, you all need to be represented by somebody other than Nancy Pelosi. John Bocheri has voted 94.1% of the time with Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi does not represent this district. You all know that. And quite frankly, we need to make sure we make a change. 128 days from now, you're going to have that opportunity. Nancy Pelosi decides that cap and trade is good for this country. John Bocheri knows that cap and trade is not good for this district, and I've said time and time again, you should never, ever put a congressman back into Washington that voted for cap and trade in a state of Ohio, which is 88% dependent on coal. We need to remove any congressman that has done that. Nancy Pelosi wanted spending. John Bocheri went along with it. Nancy Pelosi wanted health care. John Bocheri wasn't sure there. First he voted against it, then he voted for it. He's another gentleman. He voted against the will of this district. The district did not want it. He voted for it. He needs to be removed. We need to make a change, and we need to remove Nancy Pelosi as your representative in this district. Second thing is jobs. Second reason I'm running. Jobs in the economy. Since Mr. Bocheri has been elected, our unemployment rate in many areas is as high as 14%. It's almost doubled since he's been elected. Yet he continues to follow the same policies and the same issues that Barack Obama and Nancy Pelosi want him to do. Let's face it, I'm a small business owner. We have a government, a federal government right now, that's driving a train on tracks that are set for 35 miles an hour. I can tell you, the Republicans also took that train at 40 to 50 miles an hour. They were going too fast. But today, we have a train that's going about 85 miles an hour on 35 mile an hour tracks. And I'm going to tell you right now, that train can't stay on those tracks. We're headed for disaster. We need to make a change. When it comes to jobs, there's nobody better that understands how to create a job than somebody who's created over 1,500 jobs. That's me, somebody that's employed over 2,500 people. How do you do it? Well, right now I can tell you I have a couple small businesses. I will not employ anyone, nor will most small businesses employ anyone. And remember that the small businesses in this country employ 77%. They represent 77% of the employment in this country. They are not going to hire anybody today because of two things: certainty and predictability. When you go there and you're talking about your jobs and your employees, you have to wonder, what's my health care going to cost? What's the cap and trade bill going to cost me in utilities? What's all this spending going to cost me? You know what I'm going to do as a small business owner? I'm going to buckle down and wait for the crash that's coming. And that's the reason we have the concerns we have as small business owners. You cannot create jobs. You cannot create jobs without certainty and predictability. I want to go to Washington and help bring certainty and predictability back so that small business can continue to grow. You know, I've been in business for 27 years. I've raised 3 beautiful children. They're all in college right now. They all kind of listen to what I say. And the truth of it is, I tell them whether it's the family budget, whether it's your personal budget, whether it's your business budget, or whether it's a federal government. You cannot spend your way into prosperity. When you have a president now who continues to say we need to spend more money, and you know what Congressman Boccieri is going to do. He's going to follow right behind that will. We are again taking this train down a terrible track, and the problem is, whose money is he spending but ours? And what's even worse, how are we ever going to get it back? How is he ever going to pay this debt? How are our kids, our children? I don't have grandchildren yet. I was asked one day, why are you running for Congress? You've been successful in business. You've been successful as a mayor. Why would you run for Congress? I got to tell you, folks, it's the same reason you're all sitting here. I'm concerned for my children. I'm even more concerned for the grandchildren I don't have yet. And that's a problem we all need to worry about. This spending has to get under control. I'm going to go to Washington. I guarantee you I'm going to represent you from that standpoint. We're going to work to start bringing expenses down in government. We have to do that. I've done it as a mayor. I can tell you I have the history there. You can go back to Wadsworth. You'll see that as mayor, I was able to balance a budget by getting expenses in line without raising taxes. That's the key. We got to get our expenses in line. We talk about jobs and economy. We talk about Nancy Pelosi, of course, and the spending. And we talk about our representation here. Ladies and gentlemen, those are the three reasons I'm running for Congress. And I think those are the three reasons you're all standing here, so it makes it pretty simple. I will go down there and I will represent you. And I will make sure that I take what I just told you down there, which are the lessons I've had over 27 years of balancing budgets, balancing government spending, and getting that train back down to a level that it will run again for the future of our children, our grandchildren, and all of you sitting here. And we need to do that, and I'm going to need your support. I told you there's 128 days left. We got 128 days of hard work. Since I jumped into this campaign in August of last year, anybody on Facebook or anybody following me knows that I've taken my business interests and pushed them off to the side. I've decided that this is the #1 goal, not because I need employment. Remember that. This is the issue here. John Boccieri was looking for a career. I'm looking to serve you. That's the most important thing. I put my businesses aside. I get up every morning with one idea, and that is I'm going to do whatever I can to win a couple more votes here, there, everywhere. I shake hands, I meet people, and I can tell you for the last 9 months, we've had a great record of meeting people and getting people to understand what this is all about, but you already know that. But I'm still going to need your help over the next 5 months. Let's face it, John Boccieri right now knows I'm coming. John Boccieri also knows that he can't beat me unless he tries to bring me down, so remember that too. We're going to keep going down this road, that we're just going to continue to fight, we're going to continue to work for you, we're going to continue to represent you, and we're going to continue to earn your support over the next 5 or 6 months. And I will tell you this, if you work with me, and I have some people walking through the crowd, I need you as volunteers, I need you to help make phone calls, I need you in every way possible to get the message out, because that's the most important thing. That's the way we can win this election. 128 days left. Whatever you can do to help, if you would sign up, if you would go to my website, www.renaceforcongress.com, all of those things can help me and help you. And I will promise you that I will work every day between now and November 2nd to make sure we remove Nancy Pelosi as your representative come November 2nd. Thank you very much. I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much.